Welcome back. Remember, this is e-design and craft tutorial. So I finished joining, I finished filling and then joining each of the rows. So this is what I have. This is what I have. This is complete. If you count the puffs, there are 64 of them. I've joined all of them. So the next thing we'll do now is we're going to finish the edge. I've taught us how to pipe with the baby play mat. I've taught us how to just do normal turning with the baby duvet. So this one we're going to make a border. We're going to make a border on this. To make this border, okay, sorry, remember we're going to line, there's going to be a lining for this. This is what the back looks like. So we're going to line it to cover these rough edges. But before we put the lining, before we place the lining, we'll have to put our border. So I cut this material. This is about 6 inches. This is about 6 inches. I am going to fold it. I'm going to fold. After folding, I will sew on top. After folding, I'm going to sew on top of here. Just about ½ inch or a quarter of an inch on top. Then I'll open like this. After sewing it, I'll turn it like this and just keep it straight. Then I'll do the same for this other end. I'll fold, my fabric is, my material is here 6 inches too. I'll fold into 2. You can make your border smaller than that or bigger than that as you wish. So I'm going to place here, sew on top, and then turn. It's going to stand like this. Then after that, I am going to measure this length. Remember, I'm placing the first border on top, on one side here and on the down side. The two sides are free. So to cut the border for this other side, you're going to measure from the top of this your border, the border on top. You're going to measure from this top down to the top, to the other border. So when you're measuring this length, it's going to be longer than this one, this first one, because you're going to add the length of this border and the length of the border on top. You're going to add it, sorry, their width here. You're going to add it to this measurement. Measure, add the other one, and then you cut. So I'm going to do that and come back to show you what it looks like. Okay, we finished mounting the border. As you can see, the border is ready. Our border is ready. So the next thing we'll do now, the border is ready. So the next thing we'll do now is I will place this whole puffed blanket on a lining, and then I'll cut out the lining, including the borders, including the length and the breadth of the borders. I'll cut everything together. I'll cut the lining, and then I'll sew. After sewing, I'll keep a small space where I will turn. If you don't want to do it that way, but it's preferable to do it that way anyway. So I'll just sew my lining round and keep a space where I will turn over. You know how it's done. Now place my lining on top of this place. I'll sew around, keep a space, turn over, and then I'll stitch neatly. If you have electric supply, you just fold in the about ½ inch of the lining, fold it in, iron it very well, and then do a neat stitch, and the baby duvet is ready. So I'll just finish it, I'll turn it, and then I'll come back to show you what it looks like.